friends, once again we step by and drop some video clip that we're still alive, and this time we had from our customers the question how to fix the common problem on the e-bike, the cheaper, lower and budget e-bikes, which has a common issue with totally destroying the rear right side bearing system. So on these bikes, they usually put the hubs like this, where you have a threaded 6, 7 or 8 speed sprocket, which is separated by clutch. So the clutch is not in here, it's not like a cassette that you're sliding on. And the problem is that these central motors are causing severe damage, because you have double forces. You have force from the central motor on the through the chain on the rear hub, plus your force of your leg. And we're going to show you here how the things are assembled together. So in general, there is outer let's say outer bearing ring, which is inserted in here. Then you have ball bearings, which are inserted in here, and then you have a cone nut, which is threaded towards the balls, and then you just adjust the space. So what kind of damage this we're talking about? Now you can see this is originally how it's supposed to look if you eject it from the hub, which is still in order. And now we're going to show you what happens, what the e-bike does to your system. You see, this is the same very hardened steel. You cannot grind it with hand grinder. It's so hard. Surface is very hard. Even if you try with the chainsaw for the metal, it's hard to scrape any material off. And you can see what the 1,500 kilometers on the e-bike with the central motor on the hub system like this. And this is, we're talking about the bikes in range of 1,000 to 1,500 euros. Some use the cassette, but the damage is not excluded. Something like this can happen also on the free hub body, which have the cassette sprocket on it. And you can see it's there. This is actually torn off. You know, it's severe. Firstly, it seems it was like deformed, elongated, and then it was torn off. And of course, now what the workshops will say, yeah, you will have to change whether the hub, and probably they will not give you the same hub as you had originally, so you will have to buy additionally the sprocket, plus the laboring work cost and so on. But in many cases, as we know, they will say you need to change the entire wheel set, which will cost you even more, plus the labor work. So these people, usually if they buy the budget bike, they will not expect to have so tremendous cost every 1,000 kilometers. So they ask us, can we do some trick on budget to fix it? And of course we have our own design how to fix this thing in 20 minutes. We use, first of all, if this is still inside, we eject this out. If this is damaged, the conical surface, if it's damaged, it's okay. We will still use this one as supporting for the bearing. So we just found that on the market there are bearings like this. What's the number on it? Let's see. It's 6003, I think. Yeah. And these types of bearings have the exact diameter as the housing of this hub. So you just press it inside as long as it goes, and normally it goes maybe 2 to 3 millimeters more in deep than original one, so which means that we make just another spacer which is 3 millimeters wide, and we place it beside this cone. Now, as you can see, this cone originally, without any machining, it fits inside. It fits inside without any play. This doesn't have any play inside. You see, it goes inside. You need to press a little bit. And this is unique feature because then what we do on this area where you don't have the edge for the wrench, on this area in here, and on the opposite 180 degree, 360 degree in the back side, we weld let's say the area in here and in here, so this will prevent that the cone will slide over like we just saw before, you see. So you have retaining ring in here. We just weld maybe 3 to 4 millimeters in this direction, and then we just machine the edge a little bit, that we have rectangular seat in here, so which will just sit on the inner bearing ring. And with this we can say that we so far we fixed 20 to 25 cases like this, and it takes maybe 20 minutes. And of course this is maybe 20 bucks of cost in comparison with I don't know, 100 or 110 bucks, and it's a significant saving, especially for the people who want to enjoy the bike and not be a slave of constant problems. And as we many times said, that the problem of the Central e-bikes design is very bad, because they're using same hubs as on the ordinary bikes, but you have double forces. The chain suffers more, the sprockets, I mean the cassette is suffering more, the bearings are suffering more, especially on this side, and this is happening even on the cassette type of hubs. So hope you enjoy it, and if you have any similar case, then you can use simply this type of bearing, weld the notch in here and in here, just machine it to have rectangular seating and one additional spacers, 3 millimeters. You can find it even on the free market as a spacer, and voila, you can assemble it back, and when the bearing is worn off, you just eject it out and you change it, and that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.